Skull music. The black hut stands silent on the edge of town, there among the trees where the road ends. The black god enters, with creak of hinge throws open wide the door, throws off his coat of bloodied buckskin, throws off his hunting instruments, throws off his evening's kill, and sits there silent, as his players watch him, three hooded players, sitting like three blackbirds on a branch, and watch him who with the sharp end of his iron picks his teeth. Chews something and picks, the black god spits, he spits in the dark, and when he spits the players rise, a row of three taking three puffs of smoke and hold it in, then start the spinning. Floorboards creaking under nimble feet, and the boys spinning till their heads are good and drunk, that's how the music gets in. There go the drums then, two drums beating like the blackbird's heart, and between them the chief player drives a stick of knotted wood into the floor. He hits the floor, hits it so hard the boards ring out in rhythm to the beating of the drums, ring out with the sound of baying dogs, with the sound of rocks tumbling down the mountain, with the sound of a razor run across a leather strap, with the sound of bat wings clapping and the forest clapping back, with the sound of clavicles snapping like twigs, with the sound of fat crackling over fire, with the sound of a fool's last gasp caught in his throat, with the sound of housewives screaming and the sound of husbands wheezing in the dark, with the sound of blackbirds breeding, with the sound of corn husks shucked all day, with the sound of bone saw, chisel, and stone at work upon the sick man's jaw, with the sound of a gunshot and the flap of birds fleeing the tree, with the sound of the blacksmith's hammer, with the sound of sweat drops sizzling on hot stone, with the sound of a machete splitting coconuts, with the sound of a machete splitting heads, with the sound of gurgling streams, with the sound of a shaman's gurgling throat when lost in trance, with the sound of virgins moaning, with the sound of a guitarist plucking at a single string, with the sound of salmon splashing, with the sound of salmon ripped apart by claws, the black hut rings out on the edge of town, there among the trees where the road ends.